where Gladys really is. Weapons Theory. By Ira Wolf. Series. Theories of Darkness. Episode 1. The Witch Who Wouldn't Die. Drop of Blood Intro. The Mystery of Gladys. Hey everyone, welcome to my very first theory about weapons, and today, we're diving deep into the creepiest and most mysterious character in the whole movie, Gladys. At first glance, she looks like just another horror movie witch, a pale old woman with clown-like makeup, whispering strange words and stealing people's hair. But Weapons leaves so much unexplained about who or what she really is. The film's director, Zach Kreger, even said that Amy Madigan, who played Gladys, was given two different versions of her backstory, and she got to choose which one to believe, but never told anyone. That means, there's a secret behind this character that we, the audience, were meant to wonder about. So today, I'll be exploring my own theory, that Gladys isn't just a witch. She's an immortal being who made a deal with the devil centuries ago, and Weapons is just one chapter in her endless story. Let's begin. Crossed Swords Chapter 1, The Legend Before the Film. So, here's where my theory starts. I believe Gladys was born in the year 1600, in a small village somewhere in Europe, possibly in what is now Germany or Scotland. Back then, witch trials were everywhere. But unlike other accused women, Gladys wasn't innocent. She really did have strange powers, or maybe just the hunger to get them. One night, she performed a forbidden ritual. According to old legends, witches could summon a dark figure known as the Collector of Souls, the devil's agent, who offered power in exchange for one thing, your soul and your humanity. Gladys agreed. She didn't just want magic, she wanted to never die. And that's exactly what she got. But immortality comes at a price. Over centuries, her body began to rot while her mind remained alive. She learned black magic, consuming energy from others, and by the 1800s, she was known across Europe as the White Widow, a ghostly woman who fed on the life force of children. When witch hunters came for her, she disappeared, and she's been hiding ever since. Candle Chapter 2, The Pact That Never Ended. Fast forward to the year 2025, the setting of Weapons. Gladys has taken a new identity, Aunt Gladys, the mysterious caretaker of Alex Lilly. She's pretending to be an old woman with a sick family, but we see signs of her dark past everywhere. She performs rituals using hair, ribbons, and blood, which are all traditional tools in black witchcraft for binding souls. But what's really happening here is deeper. Gladys is feeding again. She manipulates Alex to collect personal objects from each of his classmates, not because she wants to curse them individually, but because she's creating a network of energy. When the children run from their homes at 2:17 a.m., they're not sleepwalking, they're being called. It's a soul harvest. 17 children, pure life energy, trapped in her basement, slowly drained so Gladys can live longer. It's the same ritual she's done for centuries, moving from town to town, changing her face, her name, and her accent. Every 100 years, the cycle repeats. And Maybrook, Pennsylvania, is just her latest feeding ground. Woman Mage Chapter 3, The Witch and the Devil's Clock. There's a reason why all of this happens at 2:17 a.m. That number keeps coming up, not just in the movie, but in its marketing, too. Test screenings started at 2:17 p.m., and the children all ran away at exactly that time. Here's my theory. 2:17 represents two souls for one eternal life, a code from her original pact with the devil. In each ritual, Gladys must claim the energy of others, especially children, since their souls are untainted, to renew her immortality. But the clock is always ticking. When the 1,000-year mark approaches, the devil himself comes to collect what's owed. That's why Gladys is so desperate and unstable in Weapons. She knows her deal is ending. And that's why she's feeding on 17 children instead of one. She's trying to buy herself another century. But it goes wrong, because Alex turns her own spell against her. Spider Web Chapter 4, Gladys, the Immortal Witch. At the end of the movie, we see Gladys torn apart by the children she enchanted, her body destroyed. But if my theory is correct, she's not gone. She can't be. Gladys's body may die, but her soul doesn't. The ritual that made her immortal also prevents her from entering heaven or hell, so her essence just moves on, waiting for the next form. Remember when the film's narrator, that eerie child voice, says that some of the children learn to speak again. I think that line is hiding something dark. Gladys's soul could have transferred into one of them. That means, Gladys might be inside one of the surviving kids, waiting to grow, waiting to start again. And that could be exactly what the rumored prequel will explore, how Gladys became what she is, and what the devil's true role in her story really was. Mirror Chapter 5, The Meaning of Gladys. So, what does Gladys really represent? Zach Kreger said Weapons was inspired by Magnolia and Prisoners, two films about guilt, trauma, and the need for control. In that sense, Gladys isn't just a supernatural villain. She's the manifestation of human fear of death and decay. She represents how far people are willing to go to avoid dying, even if it means destroying others to stay alive. And that's why she's such a haunting, unforgettable villain. Because deep down, she's not just evil. She's terrified. Fire conclusion, the witch who wouldn't die. So, to sum up my theory, Gladys was born around 1600. She made a deal with the devil for immortality and black magic. Every century, she performs a ritual to feed on the souls of children. In Weapons, she's nearing the end of her cycle, desperate to extend her life. When Alex turns her spell against her, her body dies, but her soul survives, possibly inside one of the children. That's who I think Gladys really is, not just a witch, but a living curse, a creature trapped between life and death for eternity. Skull End Card. If you enjoyed this theory, make sure to like, comment, and tell me your theories about Gladys. Do you think she's an immortal witch, a demon, or maybe something even worse? This was my first theory about Weapons, but not my last. Next time, I'll be diving into The Children of Maybrook, Were They Already Dead? Thanks for watching. Stay curious, and stay in the dark. New Moon.